Hello, welcome Cancer to Lighten the Way with Shaina. We'll be doing your December reading today. Thank you for your patience. We've had a little bit of a cold virus going through the household, so they're a little bit late and I apologise for that. But we'll get your December reading out today. And we're looking at the month of December for Cancer. So let's go ahead and have a look, see what we've got for you today. I'm starting with a Major Arcana card from the Egyptian Tarot. I only take the uprights with this deck. And it's just to give a general theme of December for Cancer. So spirits, guides, angels, if you could give Cancer some guidance for December. Let us know the energy that we're going to be working with for the month of December. If you feel that this reading resonates, please push the like button and subscribe on YouTube. So this has been an exciting journey. I've watched it for a very long time, but I've finally taken the step to actually launch my own channel. So if you feel that this resonates, please press like and subscribe. I will welcome you to our family of Light in the Way. Also, I do personal readings. They are in the description box down below. You'll see my website where you can go online, have a look at the different readings that I offer, as well as different services, and book it in, and I will be doing those via video call. Okay, I think the deck's ready. We had a little card blip, which is normally my sign that the cards are ready. And let's go. December for Cancer, please. December for Cancer. There you go. Thank you very much. So let's see what we have. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have Judgment. Here you go. Hopefully you can see it. I apologise, these are quite shiny cards, so the light does reflect a little bit off of them. But your energy for December, Cancer, is Judgment. So this is either the energy of you making a judgment, something very, very important that will shift your reality. It will basically change the way that you've been living. It's kind of like a card of awakening. So maybe that's actually what you're going through right now. Maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening. And this is brilliant, because if that is the case, this is the card of being awake, which means you've done the work and you are awake. You are on your purpose and you have seen your divine calling. So that's the energy of this Judgment card, which is wonderful. But it also can just relate to making a judgment, making an important decision that is life-changing, something that is going to change the direction that you are going in, and making that judgment call. And this can be in any areas, relationships, work, personal life, where you live. It can be anything. The reading will clarify a little bit more, but that's the energy that I'm getting off of this card. So your general feeling for December is the Judgment card. We'll pop that over there. Okay, so now we'll go into the reading. I'm using the Light Seers deck today. It's one of my favourite decks. I just find that the imagery is beautiful and just so clear. The messages come through so clear with this deck. Cancer for December 2022. Spirits, guides and angels. What does Cancer need to know for December 2022? Okay, so the cards are showing me there's a decision about which way to go. Manifestations. It is the season. It is actually the full moon at the moment, so this is actually perfect time for manifestations. But I see the Two of Pentacles with that, so it's trying to make a decision which way to go regarding finances. Maybe it's a job, change of job, judgment call. Let's have a look, see. Last one. Yes, you've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician card. So again, that's talking about your financial security, your stability, your basically going at it freely and independently, maybe looking at entrepreneurship. Let's have a look, see what the cards show. So I put a base layer down and then I do clarify, and we'll go into a little bit more detail. But I like to put a base layer down and then we go from there. So the overall energy for December for you, Cancer, the subconscious, what's unseen, what you do not know, is the Nine of Pentacles. So as I mentioned before, the Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, financial security, you know, reaching, as you can see, she's reaching up there to one of the pentacles that has got, I think that's a falcon on it. So it's reaching up for your, you're getting guided to reach up for something that you feel your purpose may be. Yes, this is also the card of freedom, independence. I think right now in December, it looks like you, Cancer, are focusing on your pentacles. You're focusing on your financial independence, maybe the opportunities that you can. You've got one here in a pot. So it's like you already have a job and you already have a pentacle in the pot that's brewing, and it's in there, and it's a pretty big one. So that says to me that you've got a main job that brings you your security, your financial security. But by looks of things, you're reaching up to the smaller pentacle with the falcon in. So I think it's something about maybe wanting to bring in a sideline. Is that what they call it nowadays? A side hustle, is that it? But bringing something else, something that is inspiring you, something that your soul, because we've got the Judgment card, I think it's something that you feel is your purpose and your calling. So you've got that job that's keeping you stable, but you're looking for something inspirational, something that your soul is calling for you to do. That's the main energy that I'm getting from this card. So we'll go into the reading and we'll see. Okay, so we start the reading off with the World card. So in the World, this is kind of your past energy, and then as we move through December, so we've got a bit of a past influence over here, and then it flows, and as it flows through the month. So what I'm seeing here is that you've come to an end of a cycle. It's no surprise to start off the reading with the World card, because we are in December after all, which is the end of the cycle of the year, isn't it? So, and this is the last card of the tarot deck. So it's no irony that we're actually starting our reading with the World. What that does show me, Cancer, is that you are very much in the flow of the energy of the universe, because your starting card is the ending card, which is what we are doing right now. We are ending the year. So the World card can symbolize ending of the old cycle and stepping into a new cycle. The fact that you had the Judgment card as your overall energy says to me that yes, you have been on a journey of purpose. You have been lying dormant for some time, and now you have awoken. You have been going through, I think, a very difficult dark night of the soul, or basically being in the traditional Rider-Waite to the Judgment card. There's people that are lying in their coffins, and then they're standing up and the angel is calling to them. So what that says to me is you've been in the coffin, you've been lying, you've been stagnant in your spiritual development, or in any area in your life. It can be work, it can be relationships. You've pretty much just been going with the flow. And now you're closing a cycle and you've got something fresh. You have awoken. You have woken up. You stood up in those coffins because you've heard a calling. You might be receiving signals from angels. You might be getting your ears ringing. That's normally the call of the angels or the call of your spirit guides. But something is telling you to stand up at that coffin and live your life. And that's a wonderful card to start off with. It means that you're going to be stepping into 2023 with new beginnings. So we'll go into more detail in a bit, but that is your card that you've got for the world. So the next card that we've got down from there, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So as I mentioned here with the Nine of Pentacles, you are looking at your money. Seven of Pentacles is about investment. So it's you looking at ideas. Where should I invest my energy? Where should I invest my money? As you can see, this gentleman is focusing intently on the little sapling and putting his energy into the sapling. And as you can see, there's not much you can see down at the top on the surface. You can't really see much, but look at how much is happening below the surface. So much pentacles are attaching themselves to those roots. What that says to me is that this journey has been a bit blindfolded for you. You haven't really been able to see the results of all your investment, and you might feel frustrated with that, but don't, because you are growing and eventually your sapling will bear fruit. This is winter. We're not going to see the fruition of in our work that we're doing because we are in the winter. I think what you will see is in the spring you will start seeing all that work that you've been doing in the winter period, December, January, maybe even February. You'll start to see the fruition of it. So these pentacles will move up and then you'll start to see the actual pentacles on the tree. So we're moving up towards the 8, the 9, and then the 10 of Pentacles. The 9 is here in your subconscious, so that is saying to me that the energy is there, it's just not in the surface just yet because it's the wrong time. Judgment is the card of the angels calling, communicating with you, and we have to respect divine timing. We have to go with the flow of divine timing. So continue putting that investment in, continue putting that work in, and you will see the fruition when it's divine timing. Obviously, if you keep watching my readings, I think we'll see this energy progressing as we go through the months. Okay? So the next card that we've got is the Nine of Wands. So this is saying to me, this is about you. This is about your resilience. This is about your persistence and your, this is called the Wounded Warrior. So this is someone who has battled and they have gone through many obstacles, but they are still holding on to that wand of inspiration, which is fantastic. You're not going to drop your wand of inspiration no matter what battles are coming your way. This is someone who hasn't given up, who knows that they put the work in, they will have fruition. It's a 9, which says to me that don't worry, these burdens that you have been working on, the obstacles, the work you've been putting on, this is active work, the work that you have been putting in, you are at a 9. So there's the 10, one more, and then you'll start seeing some results. So that's why I'm saying I think December, January, you're looking at carrying on this burden, sticking to it, and then persistence. And then round about March, April, you'll start seeing, maybe even February for some, you'll start seeing the results of the work that you've been putting in. So this is that I'm not giving up attitude. This is, I know what I've got, the light wand in my hand. I know what I want. I'm going for that passionate dream, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. It can sometimes be a card of walling yourself off from our outside world, not wanting drama, because these wands here can be, or the ones are the outside obstacles, the outside world, and you feel the burden of it, and you're standing steadfast holding your wand. So it can be a little bit of a defensive energy of not wanting to entertain drama anymore and keeping yourself safe from outside drama. Okay? We'll know further when we go into the actual clarification cards. Sorry, I'm just going to have a quick drink of my tea. Okay, so this is now moving on, and we now, after this energy of the work, putting the work in, we move to the Chariot card, which is wonderful. This is your energy, Cancer. So this is your card. So this is saying to me that your persistence is going to put you into your power. You are going, this is the success card. It's the fastest moving card in the deck. As we are 4 cards in, I'm thinking you might even start seeing results as early as 4 weeks from today, so mid-January probably. But this is the success card. This is, you are in balance, you are going for it, you are actively moving for what you want. It can be moving house, new residence, it could be moving job, it could be just moving towards your goals, towards your purpose, as the Judgment card was saying. It means starting to move on your spiritual journey, because you've done the spiritual work and now you're going to start moving on it. It could literally just mean a new car. That mid to next month you're going to be looking at purchasing a new car. We'll only know when we go into further detail, but I like it because this is you in your power. This is the Chariot is your card, and it's you in your power. So if we look into the heart of the reading, so this is the central feeling for December. And what I'm seeing for the central feeling of December is the Eight of Swords, which doesn't surprise me, because if you have been closing cycles and investing and not seeing the results, and you're tired, the Nine of Wands is, I am tired, I'm fighting, I am just tired. The Eight of Swords can sometimes result in that. And that is someone who just is overthinking it. They're in their head too much. They're feeling trapped by this overthinking, chatty mind. And it just it's not a surprise, because you haven't seen the results yet, so you might be starting to question. Don't question. Judgment says divine timing. Everything will happen when it is supposed to. I'm not going to be surprised if I'm going to see the Temperance card coming up at some point, because that's the card of patience and allowing alchemy, allowing things to flow. So just be careful of that in December. Be careful of being overthinking and being in your head too much. Things that go slowly don't mean that they're not supposed to happen. It doesn't mean that it's not divine calling. It just means that there's some work happening under the surface that you might not even be aware of. And to keep moving on it, keep manifesting, keep putting the work in, because you will see results. And don't let the doubt and the overthinking block you in December. Yeah, so right below that energy of feeling trapped in your thoughts and feeling overthinking and confusion is the Hanged Man. So that does say to me that you feel as if you are stagnant. You feel as if you are stuck and something is not moving, but it is moving. It is. It's in this card. While you are hung upside down, stagnant, you are receiving enlightenment. You are seeing things in a new perspective. So it's almost like this quiet time is needed for things to unlock unconsciously that you're not even aware of, understanding on a subconscious level, which will then eventually manifest when the time is right. So the fact that you've got the Cancer there, I think there might even be a little bit the Chariot energy. There might even be a little bit of balancing of your feminine and masculine energies within you, or something about balancing your energies, so that when you do step forward, you step forward steadfast and stable. So there might be some energy work that you're still needing to do regarding balancing, grounding, because it's mental, because you've got the Eight of Swords. I am thinking about grounding. I'm thinking that you might be up in your head too much, or even maybe spending too much time in the 5D. And maybe it's time to kind of come down, ground yourself in the 3D, do those boring, mundane jobs that need to be done. That is kind of full moon in Gemini and Cancer energy. It's grounding, it's getting those mundane jobs done, picking out the weeds because it needs to be done so that the fruits can then and the plants can be so much bigger in the spring. It's about planting those bulbs, that kind of energy. So we're moving into the next, which is we're moving right towards the latter end of December, maybe a little bit into January, and we've got the Six of Pentacles. So that's a beautiful energy. The Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity. It's about give and take. It can be a gift from the universe, of a financial nature. So it can be a bit of money that you're going to be coming into, which will help you on your purpose. It can even be an exchange of energy. Remember, pentacles aren't just money. It can be an exchange of energy. So it might be that someone comes in and gives you some very good advice, and that advice will help you balance and be able to give and receive in an equal way and push you forward toward your goal. So look out for that, because Six of Pentacles is not always money. It can even literally just be someone telling you something, someone giving you advice, giving you a tip, that's going to help you with your awakening and an understanding of what you need to do and where your calling is. So that's the Six of Pentacles. Underneath that, we've got the Strength card. So this is beautiful energy, which I find is quite interesting, because we've got the Six of Pentacles and then we've got the Strength card. And if you look at the Strength card, we've got the affinity symbol up there as well. And here we've got the affinity symbol. So the fact that we're seeing the infinity symbol twice says to me that, and then you've got the Eight of Swords, which again is the infinity symbol. Eight is like the infinity symbol. So I think what the cards are actually trying to tell me here is that you need to get into flow. You need to get into the flow of the universe. You need to have the strength to endure, to understand that things don't happen quickly, and you have to flow. You have to let things come as they are supposed to come. So as the infinity symbol, it goes down, it goes round, it comes up. So, there are sometimes where we are going to go down, deep, dark. We're going to have feelings of tiredness. And we use those to our advantage. That is when our body, our soul needs rest, and we feed it that. And then we start the journey back up to the top of the infinity symbol, which is when things become clear and the fruition of our work that we've done while we're down below. So I think this is the universe is trying to tell you to get into the flow. Stay in the flow. Don't your own mind can sometimes sabotage your flow, and to get out of your mind, ground yourself and just feel the energy for what it is. Get into the understanding of the moon cycles. We're at the full moon. What the cycles mean. When is the time to manifest? When is the time to invest, to put the work in, and when is the time to actually launch the new project? As well as that's pretty much what the year is. We're now at the stage where we need to start doing that groundwork. We need to start doing the humdrum. We need to start, and it's spending time with family, spending time with yourself, instead of going out and trying to start new projects. Now's the time to go within and feed the soul with grounding activities, time with family, meditation, getting the housework done, whatever it is for you. And I think that's what the universe is trying to say. Have the strength to endure and understand that right now it's the low period, but it will move to the top. We just have to go through the phases of the universe. If we do this, then we have this wonderful ending, which is the Emperor card. And this is you in your power. This is someone taking control. This is either you or it's someone, we will know when we clarify. But an Emperor card means that I know what I want and I'm going for it. I think if we follow this advice, I think clarity will come to you, and then you will go for it. You will know at the end of the cycle, so end of December going into January, you are going to have enlightenment. You are going to be able to see the new perspective, and see what you have to do. This is the bossing up card. So the fact that we saw the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is saying to me that it could literally be a new entrepreneurial job that you are going to decide to do, to work for yourself. This could be another energy coming in for you. So it could be you meeting someone who is in this Emperor energy. We'll see when we clarify. So let's go into the clarification and see what's going to come out. We'll clarify first the World card. Clarify the World card for Cancer. Please clarify the World card for Cancer. Okay, we've got two. Okay, yes, so we're going to go that way. So remember I said the Wheel card is about closing out cycles, ending cycles, and then starting afresh and starting new. So what the cards are showing me is you've got the reverse Three of Swords and you've got the Five of Cups. So this is someone who has gone through a lot of pain, a lot of heartache. Their heart has been very hurt. It could be by another person, it can be by another situation, it could be by something that has happened that has just absolutely broken your heart. And you're coming to an end of this cycle, of this grief cycle. The Three of Swords is reversed, which means those swords are falling out of the heart. It's healing. It's not quite yet the Four of Swords, which is healing, but we're getting there. We're very close to moving to the Four of Swords. We have got the Five of Cups with that, which says to me that there is a tendency to hang on to that pain, to look back at it, to it's almost a little bit of regret or depression, and really focusing on that broken heart. But the fact that it's reversed shows me that you are doing the work on releasing doing that. You are so that you, this person in this card on the Five of Cups, she's so focused on the negativity of the past and the heartbreaks of the past that she's not seeing the potential new cup that's being offered by the universe. If we focus too much on our negative thinking, on our heartbreak, and we don't heal and release it, what happens is we might miss opportunities that the universe are trying to send us. And I think you know that. How I know that you know that is because you've got the Three of Swords in reverse, which means you have now come to that understanding that you can't hang on to this pain anymore. You do need to work through it and then release it. And by doing so, you have then achieved the Wheel. So I think this is actually just showing me what you've been through. And that's why we have the Wheel, because this is the work that you were doing. You were stuck in a cycle of focusing on your broken heart. You were stuck in a cycle of looking back negatively, negative thinking. And that is now over. So congratulations, Cancer. That's a fantastic step forward. You've now learned how to release those kind of tendencies of negative thinking, pessimism, and focusing on the heartbreak. And you're now going to go forward and instead look ahead rather than behind. And I know that that's the case because at the bottom, underneath that Five of Cups, was the Sun, which means that's your positive attitude. That's looking at things in a brighter, happier, positive way. So I know that that's the cycle that you are completing. So that's a wonderful, wonderful result. And well done on all that hard work that you've been through. So let's then go into the Seven of Pentacles. This is the investment. Let's go see what this is. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Thank you. Let's have a see what we've got here. Okay, so if we're looking at us as a relationship point of view, what I'm seeing here is that heartbreak, has resulted in you being quite discerning. So you've got Queen of Swords energy here. So the Queen of Swords energy is someone who's now discerning, um, not got their heart on their sleeve. Will listen to what has to be said, but will not react in an emotional way. Will react in a logical and discerning way. The fact that it's associated with the Page of Cups says to me that there might be an apology coming in. And this is not a surprise. When we close cycles, energetically, when we close cycles in our life, for some reason it draws the people back into our life. It's almost as if we are reaching a point of progression, leveling up, and then it brings out the riffraff. We are going into Mercury retrograde, so it's not a surprise that this might literally be a relationship. I'm not talking romantic, it can be any relationship where you decided closure. It could be a job, it could be a relationship with family, it could be a relationship with a significant other. But what happens is you close that chapter, you've walked away from it, you've walked away from the negative thinking, and then boom, they come back, and they come back with an apology. So what this is saying is the apology is going to come in, the message is going to come in, I'm sorry, and you're gonna listen, but you're going to listen in a logical manner. You're not going to react in your emotional way. You're just going to listen in a logical manner. And what you are going to do at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Seven of Wands, which means you are now protected. You are now going to have a bit of resistance. It means I'm not going to fall for it anymore. It might even be a little bit of love bombing if it is a relationship, because the Page of Cups can be a bit immature, so it can be a bit of love bombing. But you're not going to fall for it. You've got the Seven of Wands as your subconscious energy, which is you're going to be defending your heart. You're protecting your energy. So it might not even be heart, as I said, it might just be a work situation, and they say, "Oh, come back, we really want you back," or any kind of situation like that. You're like, "No, sorry, no, you drained my energy. I'm not doing that. I've closed that chapter. I'm going on my own." So if it was for example on a work situation, this could literally be leaving a job and deciding to open your own company and do things on your own, and then they come back and see that they see the energy of you going to be quite successful with this, and then they come back and, "Oh, sorry, can you come back?" And you're like, "No, no, no, I know now my worth. I'm not going to. You're protecting your energy. I'm not going to be drained by that anymore. I'm looking at new avenues." So that's fantastic. Well done. And that's putting that work in, the investment in. So now I can see why the Nine of Wands is here. If you've got the Seven of Wands as your subconscious energy here, it's not a surprise you've got the Nine of Wands there, because you're being strong. You're determined not to fall back into that trap. What's the Nine of Wands? What's the Nine of Wands for Cancer, please? Thank you. Yeah. I love it when that happens. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, the Nine of Wands, it's obstacles. You've got the Five of Wands. This is drama. I mentioned this before. I'm not entertaining drama anymore. I'm going on my own. I'm inspired to do something on my own. I'm not dealing with all that drama, all that competition. It's like I'm getting two energies. So I'm getting a love situation where there's just always so much drama in the relationship, and it's like you just don't want it. It's lots of fights and arguments, and it's just it was beginning to weigh on you, and you don't want it anymore. But the other energy I'm getting is working in a very competitive environment, so where everyone backstabs each other and they're always trying to outcompete each other, and it's not, you don't want to do that anymore. You've decided, "No, you know what, I'm just going to set up a company of my own, where I'm my own boss. I'm tired of being bossed around and being told what to do." Those are the two types of energies I'm getting. You've got the Ten of Swords. So that means that you've endured a lot of pain, a lot of mental anguish. So if it's a relationship, it means there was betrayal. There was some real betrayal that really hurt. But you've moved on. You're on a Ten of Swords going to the Ace of Swords and clarity. You're walking towards that sunshine, which is, by the way, your subconscious energy, the sun, which means you've seen the sun. You know that this is not where I want to be. You now know which way you need to go. You have been illuminated. You know where you need to go, and you've done it. You're going. So, and if it's in a work situation, it's just in mental exhaustion, complete mental exhaustion, to the point where you've burnt out, and you know that you can't sustain that anymore, which is why we had that Seven of Wands energy. It's meditation, it's stepping back, it's focusing on you, it's putting that protection barriers around you, because you know you're burning out and you just can't give anymore on a mental note. So that's what that energy is over there. With the sun underneath, that's wonderful. It means that it's all illuminated. You now know what's going on. You now know what has to be done. So that's why we've got the Chariot. This knowledge that you've gone through, and then you reach the Chariot, is you in your power now. You know what you need to do, and you are in your power. So let's have a look, see what the Chariot is. What is the Chariot for Cancer? What is the Chariot for Cancer? Thank you. Oh, that's just wonderful. I do love tarot. Yeah, so remember I said about balancing. I'm getting the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is balancing. Now, it can be balancing, for example, from a work point of view, it's doing too much. You had too many cups to balance. You had too many pentacles to balance. You've got too many responsibilities to balance. And I think that's why you felt the Ten of Swords. It's because the burnout. It's because you're actually doing too much. And it was the energy of the universe right now is trying to draw you down and to nurture yourself, and to get back to the ground of home, hearth. Focus on your home, focus on your hearth, focus on instead of constantly trying to be out there. That's what the universe is trying to do. It's trying to bring you back into balance. It's trying to say no, to focus on what is feeding your soul, what is going to feed your soul. And that's what's happening. So the fact that you've got the Chariot with the Two of Pentacles, it means you know this, you've done it. This is what you've done. You've now got yourself into balance. And how I know you've done it is because you've got the wheel. The wheel is now turning. You are moving up. So you have now realized what needs to be done. And by balancing yourself, then the opportunities are going to come in. And the opportunities the universe is going to gift you, because you are in balance. You can see in the Wheel of Fortune card, you've got the black energy here, the dark energy, and then you've got the light energy. And then this is the card of balance again. So what I'm seeing is light and dark energy balancing, feminine and masculine balancing. You are balancing yourself. And at that, because you are balancing yourself, you're going to have new opportunities coming in. And the opportunity is going to be successful because the Chariot is successful. In the Chariot card, you've got the black and white horse that are pushing, and this is your subconscious and your conscious. This is your dark and your light energy. This is you in balance. If these were out of balance, you've got the opposite. You haven't got success. But if they are in balance, but by this it looks like they are, it means you will get success because you are in balance and you are balancing life work. I think that's what this is about. If it's a work situation, it's balancing your life and work, and not focusing completely on work, and balancing both. If it's a relationship, then I'm seeing that it's basically balancing the relationship, the masculine and the feminine energy in the relationship, or having a relationship that is balanced. All right, let's have a look. See, I've just realized I had the Eight of Wands card stuck to the back of that card, and it's a bit sticky, so I don't think it's meant to be there. So I'll put that back in the deck. Underneath energy for this subconscious energy is the Fool. So this is saying the new beginning. This is taking the leap to a new beginning, taking that leap of faith to opening your own business, taking that leap of faith to following your purpose, your spiritual purpose, taking that leap of faith of meeting someone new. We'll see as we go through the deck, but that is the subconscious energy. So the fact that it's at the bottom of the deck means it's not going to materialize in December, which is what I said in the beginning of the reading anyway. This new manifestation, this new beginning is probably going to happen to mid-January to February. We'll do obviously January's reading, and we'll see how the energy progresses. So let's have a look at the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords for Cancer, please. Eight of Swords for Cancer. Wow. Okay. So that's interesting how that's coming out. So the Eight of Swords, as I mentioned before, it's about overthinking or being trapped. So now I'm getting an energy. If this is about a relationship, it looks like a long-term relationship is not working out anymore. And that's the illumination, the fighting, the arguments, the Queen of Swords energy of going in a logical way, the love bombing. What I'm seeing here, if this is a relationship, is that this is about a family that is not in harmony. The Ten of Pentacles reversed is a family that is not in harmony, a long-term relationship that is breaking down. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles again, which says to be single. So this might literally be about ending a relationship and not going back when the apologies come in again. That's the energy that I'm getting here. That's from a relation point of view. And it's the Eight of Swords is you feel trapped, but you're not. You're not trapped. If you look, it's only a mirror. The person sitting in front of the mirror is completely free of those ties. And those birds are trying to help you release those twines. The birds is the communication of the universe. And they're trying to help you remove those binds that they don't exist. You need to follow your intuition. Those binds don't exist. You are free. You can go whenever you need to go. Nothing is tying you back. And I think that's the realization, and that you need to go on your own path. So from a work point of view, this could literally be being stuck in a job for such a long time and being burnt out. And you've been in the same job for a very long time, and it's I'm getting the feeling of like a family-run business, which makes it even more challenging to leave because it's a family-run business. So it's almost like there's family expectations there, and maybe that's what's tying you is the expectations of staying with the family business. But from what I can tell, the universe is asking you to go up on your own, set up on your own. Okay. And underneath the deck, subconscious there, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the slow moving energy. This is the knight. He's the slowest knight in the deck. And this is someone who, earth sign, by the way, so you might be dealing with an earth sign. This is about slowly starting your progress towards the Nine of Pentacles, towards your independence. Take it one step at a time. Don't rush. Get in flow with the universe. Do it slowly as the universe is telling you to do it, and you will get there. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't try and rush it. Okay? So underneath we've got the Hanged Man. So this is that feeling of being stuck but receiving enlightenment. What is going on with the Hanged Man? What is going on for the Hanged Man for Cancer? One wanted to come out there. There you go. What is going on for Cancer with the Hanged Man? Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. So we've got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So what that is saying to me is that what you thought was your happiness, what you thought was your long-term happiness, it isn't. It is no longer. Obviously things change, people change, we grow. Sometimes we grow together, sometimes we don't. And in this circumstance, what I'm seeing is that you were happy, you were a happy family, there is a long-term commitment, it was a long-term relationship, and there is family involved, but you're not happy anymore. And the universe is saying, the new perspective is that I am not happy and I need to go off on my new adventure. I'm inspired now to go on my new adventure. In the Page of Wands, she is throwing the wand in the air, and that wand is the one that I was mentioning in the Nine of Wands. That's her wand of inspiration. It's that idea. It's that I need something that I want to do. And that's what this card is saying. Don't be stuck anymore in being unhappy. Go on that new adventure. Take that new avenue. Take that new creative opportunity, and just throw caution to the wind and go for it. Okay, obviously the underlying energy of the card before was the Knight of Pentacles, so slowly plan everything. Don't go quitting your job over the Christmas season and have no job at all. Plan for it, put things in place for it to happen in a secure and steady way, but go for it. Go for that adventurous new beginning. Okay, or set yourself free from a relationship that's clearly no longer bringing you happiness. Okay. The reason I'm saying this is because underneath we have got the death and rebirth. So the death and rebirth says to me, it's time for an ending. It's time to end this relationship, be it a personal relationship, a work situation. It's time to end it. It's time to be reborn. It's time to have a new beginning. Okay? So let's have a look at the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles for Cancer, please. The Six of Pentacles for Cancer, please. One minute, I'm just going to have a quick drink. Right. So the Six of Pentacles, I mentioned before, if this is a relationship, it's about reciprocity. So it's about giving energy and receiving energy in a balanced way. I've got the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Six of Swords, so that's two sixes, which is brilliant. Two sixes is it means it's the divine love number. It means that you are moving in the right direction. You are in flow with the universe, and you've got success coming your way, which is fantastic. So what I'm seeing here, Queen of Cups in reverse, is about when she's upright, she's extremely giving. She gives all of her heart, and she's compassionate, she's psychic, she's empathetic, she's following her intuition. When she's reversed, it says that it's not balanced. It says that someone is giving too much outside and not taking enough in. It can say to me that someone who's got low self-esteem, it's someone who gives so much and doesn't take anything. It's someone who has very low self-love. And I think this might be, maybe this is what's happened in this relationship, is that there's a loss of identity. There's a little bit of a loss of who am I, because you've been giving so much in this Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups relationship, that you've lost a sense of who you are. And that's now the journey that you need to take. You need to find out who you actually are. And that's why divine has come in to move you away from these turbulent waters, and taking you on a boat and taking you to your safety, or to your calmer shores, showing you how to get back to you, how to get back to who you are.
And underneath your deck, you have the Knight of Wands. So this is about finding your passion again. Finding your passion and lighting your light again and going for it. You might find that you've lost your passions. You've been so lost in your duty that you've forgotten to love yourself and forgotten your own passions. And I think that's what this card is trying to say. It's trying to get you back. Because from what I can tell, the relationship wasn't equal. There wasn't an equal give and take. If this is a work situation, then what I'm seeing in the work situation is literally the money was coming in, but you just had no passion and love for the job anymore. It was like the job was a grind, and there was no love anymore, and you just felt heartless. The work that you were doing, it had no purpose. You're reaching a point in your life, a cycle in your life, where the work that you do, you want to feel as if it has purpose. And that's what's happened here, is that you felt like you just weren't feeling it anymore. You're not connected to it on an emotional level, which is important for water signs. And so the universe is moving you on, saying time to move, because you're not engaging your heart in the work that you're doing anymore. Okay. Let's see what the Strength card is for Cancer. What is the Strength card for Cancer? Oh, wow. That was a big blurb. Yeah. Right. So the Strength card, which is, again, I was mentioning about having the strength to endure, having the strength to get into the flow of the universe and to listen to those intuitive nudges. You've got the Star card, which is to follow your dreams, and to follow your light, follow your inspiration, follow your intuition, because your wishes can come true. You can have that love that you want. You can have that job that has purpose, that makes you, that lights you. You can have that stardom. This might even be someone who's thinking about setting up a business on like YouTube, and following their dreams and becoming a star. You can do it. It's saying go for it. Have the strength to endure it. You can do it. If it's a relationship point of view, it looks like there might have been a divorce, because I was mentioning before the energy that I was getting with the reverse Ten of Pentacles, the reverse Ten of Cups, that there's a split, and the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands. We're looking at a relationship that's splitting up, and the Justice card shows me that there was a divorce going through. The Four of Cups attached to it says to me that I'm just so bored of having to do the divorce, I'm just so uninspired. I just I'm focusing so heavily on like the divorce and the breakup, that I'm not looking at opportunities that are coming my way. So because you can see in the Four of Cups, she's focusing this way, looking at the three cups that have been spilt, and she's not looking at the cup behind her, which is a potential new opportunity. So be careful with overthinking, be careful with focusing so much on the divorce and the breakup and the negativity. Turn around and have a look at this cup that's being offered to you. Okay? From a work perspective, yeah, it's the strength to go for your dreams. Go ahead, take that leap, become a star, because you are unhappy, unfulfilled, apathetic in your work, and it's time for you to get balanced. It's time for you to be balanced in the work that you're doing, and where what you put in is what you get out. Because from what I can tell in the work situation, you've been burdened, and you work, but you don't get the results. So it's make it fair again. Make it fair. What you get in is what you get out. Right. Underneath we have the Hierophant card. So this is the card of learning, spiritual learning. It's the card of elevation, ascension, which basically means that leveling up, that moment of clarity, spiritual clarity that allows you then to take your next step into the next journey. It can be a relationship, it can be a commitment coming in, one that is more long-term commitment that's coming in for you. Or it could just you deciding to commit to yourself, you deciding to commit to your learning, your spiritual learning. Okay, so we've got at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Emperor. So let's see who this is. Is it you? Is it someone else? Let's have a look. Who is the Emperor? What is the Emperor for Cancer? Who is the Emperor? What is the Emperor for Cancer? Who is the Emperor? Thank you. Okay. So we started with the Judgment card upright as the energy of December. We then have this Emperor energy, and then we have the Judgment in reverse, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is screaming at me with the Five of Swords at the bottom. This is pretty much screaming at me from a relation point of view. The judgment decision that you have to make in December is to not go back. Do not go back to the relationship. The Emperor is take control of your life. Go on that independent journey. Be your own boss. Be your own person. Do not go back. The Judgment is reversed. Do not go back to the past. You had the Five of Cups, which is this tendency to look back. Should I go back? You had the Eight of Swords. Should I go back? The cards are saying do not go back. The judgment decision that you have to make in December is do not go back. Go with the new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is a new tangible beginning, a new opportunity. It's the cornerstone of the next cycle of your Ten of Pentacles. You had the Ten of Pentacles, you had the Ten of Cups, and I am so sorry because that must be so hard to walk away from that and then have to start at the Ace again. But trust me, with the Hierophant as your bottom card in the section before, it will be worth it. It will be worth going through that cycle again, because when we go round the cycles, remember it's not just round and round, it's round and up. It's like a spiral staircase. You are going round and round, but you are slowly getting higher and higher and higher in your frequency towards your spiritual happiness and enlightenment. So don't go back. Go with the new tangible offer. Go with the new beginning. This is you sabotaging. This Five of Swords is you, because you're overthinking, you are sabotaging. And you are sabotaging your own new beginning. And it's so funny because I just mentioned about the Hierophant right underneath that. It's saying go with the new beginning. It will take you up that spiral staircase towards an even happier enlightenment, and even happier than you have been in the past. Okay, you need to start that cycle again. Don't self-sabotage it. So that's from the relationship perspective. Take control of your life. Don't go back. From the work situation, the Emperor could be the boss. The Emperor is the boss of the card of the tarot deck. So he could literally be a boss who is asking you to come back. He's asking you, please come back. And the Judgment card and then the Judgment in reverse, it's saying don't. Do not go back. All it's going to do is cause you even more mental anguish. It's only going to sabotage your potential of growth and to go with a tangible new beginning. Okay? That's a pretty powerful reading for you. What we're going to do is we're going to... I've got two cards that I want to draw for you. The one, because of the energy of the reading, is the Akal Pritam Let Go. So this is her Let Go deck. It's advice on what to let go of. And because of the the way that this reading has gone, I think that you need one of these. So let's go ahead. This is for Cancer for December. Give them advice on what do they need to let go. How can they let go? Give them the advice that they need to hear. For Cancer. Thank you. You've got 2. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Can you see that? I'm hoping you can see it. Yeah, the artwork is absolutely beautiful in this deck. That was then, this is now. Let go of last year, last week, and yesterday, and live in the moment. I mean, could you get a card that's more accurate to this reading? It's remarkable, isn't it? I love tarot. Okay, here's another image for you. Take a snapshot if you like. Keep it with you. Relinquish defensiveness in your communications. Instead, stand tall, listen, and learn. So I think this is, if you are going through a divorce, that justice card, don't get defensive, okay? Stand tall in your communications, listen and learn. If you're talking to a boss, don't overreact when he comes begging for you to come back. Don't overreact, you know? Don't be defensive. Just communicate, stand still, listen and learn. All right? So that might be the advice for the 2 different energies that I was actually receiving there. So one of them is for the relationship, because this is about that long-term relationship that you had that you need to let go of. And then this is about the work situation, where it's saying don't react when they do ask you back, or they come, because they will try every tactic that they possibly can to get you to come back. And it's saying don't be defensive. Stand tall in your strength. Be in your Emperor energy of, nope, I'm taking control of my life. I'm starting my own business, or I'm going on a new avenue. Okay. And then the last one that I want to give you is advice from the universe as well, the wisdom of the oracle. If you want any of these decks, if you want any information regarding them, please feel free to comment below, and I will give you the names of the decks. So this is wisdom of the oracle. Can we have advice for Cancer, please? One card for Cancer. I'll read this one out for you because they are beautiful cards, and I don't want to not miss out anything on the meaning of them. Okay. Can we have a card, please, for Cancer? A card for Cancer, please. Sorry, this reading's gone quite long. We've had quite a reading. So we've got By the Book. Card number 11, which is beautiful. That's your divine following your soul path. Beautiful. Let's have a look, see what it says. By the Book. Page number 11. So the essential meaning is abiding by the social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs and universal laws. And the message is the universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, and the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create the perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn that these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to the structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. So that was the general, and for the relationship reading, for the person who relates to this on a relationship level, we've got getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want them to be. Your connection will deepen as a result. And then finally, if this is about the investment of money, at this time you can expect a return on your investment. Whatever you do have pursued, be it a dream that you've long cherished, a skill you've cultivated, or a service you're called to, will come to you if you're willing to go by the book. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who've already achieved the things that you are striving for. You can learn by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitments to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world. But impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. Stick with what you know works well, and you will attract abundance. So we didn't get the temperance card as I thought we would, but we have got patience in that advice there. We did have the Knight of Pentacles, which is talking about a slower energy and moving slower towards your goals, and don't try cut corners. So that's what that advice is there for the person who's deciding to maybe go and set up their own business. So I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please like, please subscribe, and we will see how this energy progresses into January when I put out the January readings. And I will see you soon. Love and light.